Hi all, our team is called Mostly Mod with a dash of SRM and we chose the challenge number 2. Here is our team. In terms of the challenge description, Hymes England needed tools to compare and analyze the contractor's performance across the required areas and different reporting periods. The tool is required to provide actionable insights for both the client and the contractor. As a part of the exercise, the team needs to develop recommendations for the leading rather than lagging indicators. The first user story is that I want to collect some contractor self-reporting through an easy-to-use tool. The second is that I want a dashboard that is capable of representing data collected from audits and engagements, capable of being automated into a report on a monthly basis. Here you can see the diagram of the solution architecture. To ensure scalability and durability, we developed a backend on Azure SQL. The data collection, validation, and permissions management are completed via Power Apps frontend. The performance analytics and reporting are done in Power BI. The SQL database is connected to Power BI via a direct query, allowing real-time display of analyzed information for the client, contractors, and quality assessors. We have one app for contractor and quality assessors with an embedded Power BI and a separate Power BI report for the client.
Our Power App is split into two user sections. For contractors and subcontractors, they can select a reporting stream where they can enter the relevant health and safety data. We have reduced the data entry here to only the critical information in a format that is easy for the user. You can see in the bottom right, the contractor can also view their performance data in the app. This is done to encourage them to improve their health and safety performance by providing feedback and targets. For the integrated contractor team, they need to ensure that submitted health and safety reports. They can view and filter the submitted records, with conditional formatting showing which records have been reviewed and which are outstanding. They can select a record, review the information submitted by the contractor, and enter their assessment. The integrated team can then view the performance of the contractors across different reporting streams using the embedded Power BI report.
As well as having the Power BI integrated within the Power Apps, we have included an interactive Power BI dashboard for the client and integrated contracting teams to view. The 6 KPIs have been broken down by having one per page, showing key insights and actionable data in a user-friendly and visual way. Each page contains more detailed data around the related KPI. For example, a smart narrative has been used to give the user a written synopsis of significant insights in addition to the visuals to add greater value. The contractors have been ranked across the 6 main KPIs to show best and worst performing contractors for a given category. A summary page is also present to give a high-level overview of the health and safety data.
Through combining the use of technology platforms of SQL, Power Apps and Power BI, we have produced a tangible saving in both time and cost in pulling this information together, with the addition of improving the quality of the data. This has been driven and achieved by using a single source of the truth SQL that also means it's scalable, reducing the manual input which helps improve accuracy and time to capture this information, automating the aggregation of inputs, ensuring all information is linked and in a standard format, providing clean visualizations of the data to help understand what's behind a summarized HSPI, added key filters or references such as month to see if a focused campaign improves scores over time, and project that allows you to see if a contract performs better in certain geographical locations, with these opening up greater future potential when combined with other data sets such as commercial data to see if this has any impact on HSPIs.
So, on to future developments. We would like to widen the scope of data collection to include greater granularity and relevance, allowing for modern data science methods to be applied. This would involve defining new schemas and collecting a greater volume of data, which is a prerequisite for proper machine learning techniques to be applied and leveraged. Second, reporting on site hazards and the integration of site risk assessment reports are a future development we consider a key part of this, as it shifts the focus from lagging metrics, which are taken in retrospect, to be converted into leading metrics and preventative measures being taken, potentially evading the issues entirely. We have also observed that there's potential for improved data collection methods using new tech. AI detecting whether proper safety gear is being worn on site, for example, or even providing advanced warning of harsh and dangerous weather conditions. So, this brings us on to the questions. The first question concerns data validation. How can we ensure data accuracy and validation considering a busy on-site environment? While we've aimed to minimise the actual input required from the contractor to reduce chances of input error, where possible bringing in data from other sources, for example automatically logging the time of a report of an incident. Another measure we've taken is to opt for input types like drop-down menus or single selection buttons wherever possible. Finally, we would like to add a prompt for users to review the input selections that they have chosen so far as a double check that no mistakes were made.
The second question is about the technical and data challenges and how we overcame them. We found that there is insufficient data quality and scope, which made it challenging to establish relationships between different tables and connect them with Power Apps. The solution was to set up a data model on Azure SQL. For consistency, we added columns for reporting month and project to each table. We also added dimension tables for quality assessors, projects, and calendar. Then we added primary key columns with auto-incremented IDs so that new records can be submitted smoothly via Power Apps. This was challenging due to constraints around editing the existing columns and tables, so we had to drop them and recreate with appropriate queries. We also had challenges which we overcame with embedding and filtering the Power BI reports in Power Apps so that contractors can only see their data. Additionally, we considered machine learning, but due to synthetic data, limited data quality and volume, we opted to add this to the future pipeline.
Finally, we were asked about the security we have applied. To ensure that the contractors could only see input data for their own organisation, we began testing using a database table of emails and user types, allowing user identification from their account details. To ensure contractors can only see their own performance reports, we've configured the embedded Power BI to pre-filter depending on the contractor using the app. We would aim to connect this to the user's emails, syncing with the role-level security on the Power BI reports. A further simple security solution that could be pursued is to split the Power App into two to ensure the contractors do not see the assessments made by the integrated team. Thank you for watching our presentation.